The Series 7 General Securities Registered Representative Qualification Examination, widely referred to as the Series 7 Top-Off, is required for anyone who is working in the U.S. securities industry as a broker soliciting and handling customer accounts. The exam evaluates an entry-level registered rep's knowledge of securities products, of trade execution, settlement, and clearance, of common practices, procedures, and regulations in the industry, and of suitability in making recommendations to customers. A person can only take the Series 7 Top-Off if he or she is employed by a FINRA-registered broker-dealer. The brokerage firm sponsors the person to take the exam. The co-requisite to obtaining a Series 7 license is also passing the Securities Industry Essentials, or SIE, exam. The Series 7 Top-Off exam consists of 125 multiple-choice questions. You have 3 hours and 45 minutes to complete the exam. The passing score is 72%, which means you must answer at least 90 of the 125 questions correctly. It is important to note that there will also be 10 additional questions for a total of 135 questions on your actual Series 7 Top-Off exam. These extra questions are being trialed by FINRA for possible addition to the large pool of exam questions. Your answers to these 10 additional questions do not count toward your passing or failing the Series 7 Top-Off test. Past Perfect's Series 7 study materials organize the topics covered on the exam differently from the way they are presented in the FINRA outline. This reorganization gives you a clearer view of the number of questions in specific subject areas. It also makes it easier for you to find and review information if you need to. Past Perfect's subjects and questions break down in the following way. Module 1 covers equity securities, 5 questions on the exam. Debt securities, 20 questions. Investment companies, 10 questions. Trading markets, 10 questions. Module 2 includes options, 10 questions on the exam. Customer accounts, 15 questions. Retirement plans, 10 questions. New issues, 5 questions. Module 3 includes regulations, 15 questions. Taxes and tax shelters, 10 questions. Suitability, 10 questions. And analysis, 5 questions. The total is 125 questions. There are some distinct challenges in studying for the Series 7 Top-Off exam. The 125-question test covers a broad range of topics, over 50, about products, risk, practices, regulation, and more throughout the U.S. securities industry. The number of questions in FINRA's Series 7 Top-Off pool is also a complicating factor. The number is estimated at more than 4,000. Each test includes a combination of questions, some straightforward, some difficult, some that require memory, some that require judgment. Only a small number of questions will require you to do calculations. The challenge of preparing for the Series 7 Top-Off exam is therefore clear. How, in a reasonable amount of time, can you study and comprehend such a broad array of topics in the varying depth and specificity that you need to pass the exam? Past Perfect's materials, its web-based Smart 7 program, and its printed materials cover exactly the information you need to know in the required depth. The questions on the practice test reflect the way they are likely to be asked on the actual exam. We strongly recommend using the web-based Smart 7 program. It is both effective and time-saving. Its well-written text and progressively structured learning methodology help you learn what you need to know. After you finish reading each chapter, Smart 7 strategically guides you through a review of the information quickly. The program uses your incorrect answers on the practice questions within a given chapter to take you to that part of the text where you need to concentrate more study time. Thus, you quickly improve in the subject areas where you show deficiency, while maintaining your knowledge in areas where you are strong. Reading the Series 7 top-off text and doing all of the practice tests and final exam questions takes approximately 60 hours. Past Perfect Series 7 top-off study materials are available in printed form. For individuals only interested in doing Past Perfect's large pool of Series 7 chapter tests, practice tests, and final examinations, we make these available separately as a product called Data Bank. You can also sign up for virtual live classes taught by trainers with decades of in-person training experience. All of Past Perfect's exam prep materials, Smart 7, Data Bank, the printed materials, and its virtual live classes use learning methodologies that enable you to study for and pass your Series 7 top-off exam the first time. Now it's time to get started. Stay focused and be diligent. As you study, remember, practice makes perfect at Past Perfect.